Every single day we start off, and by we, I mean, I'm talking on behalf of myself. Every single day I start off in a form of distraction. I wake up, and what's coming to my mind is a distraction. Because that's what's convenient, easy, and accessible at the time. That doesn't take effort to achieve and to obtain. So I start off the day in distraction, and throughout the first course of the day, the first half of the day, I would say, is spent finding that groove away from being enticed by a distraction. And by distraction, what I mean is music can be a distraction, but if you don't allow it to, if anything, it's kind of like suppressing distractions. Whenever you're around, like you're in a room with a bunch of people, those people are going to be distractions, and you use that music to hone in on whatever you're doing. And getting a little off topic, but anyways, is I start off the day on distraction. I wake up, go on Instagram, distraction, look on Instagram, whatever, yada yada yada, and while I'm at school, the first half of the day, I'm still a little tired and just slow, waking up, whatever. And then I realize that this is food, this feeds me. That other stuff, snack, quick, easy, it's in the pantry, ready to go. But, whenever I first start cooking, I'm like, all right, let's get all the stuff out, get all the outline or whatever done. But once you actually get into the cooking, you start cooking, you're motivated. You're like, all right, this is going to be good. And then you eat. But anyways, whenever I'm in school, the first half, I'm just getting everything ready, yada, yada, yada. And then I start really falling into the teachings that class has to bring, and then I start thinking freely for myself, involved with those those already thought out things from other people. I use those people to learn from, and then instill into my knowledge my own side of that, whatever it may be. But anyways, I'm getting off track here, and I'm kind of like falling away from, I'm getting distracted. But anyways, most of the day is spent distracted. And in those distractions, my mentality is that this is so isolating. This is independent and I'm absorbed by it. I'm surrounded by cushions. That's what it would be for me mentally. That's how I would describe it best. And to get out of those cushions and go, make yourself what's the word I'm looking for? Make yourself vulnerable by going out into the world. By making yourself vulnerable, you kind of learn to embrace it, and your mind just starts opening up and thinking and such, and you're not still in thought. What I've learned from making music is, if I'm stagnant the whole day and I've been embracing my distractions, such as going on my phone or whatever, watching Fortnite, playing Fortnite, whatever, I won't be as likely to write something super good compared to if I was out at school the whole day or doing something, man. Maybe I was paintballing, or maybe I was playing basketball, or this or that. It gets blood flowing, dopamine levels going. I'm starting to get excited about things, Once you get those dopamine levels flowing, you can learn to put that dopamine, that zealousness, that passion into things that really matter. What really matters to me as of the time that I'm on this earth is knowledge, wisdom, and in this world, and those senses of things. But what matters most to me is spiritual knowledge. Spiritual knowledge meaning relativity, unity, being able to look at something and immediately comparing, contrasting it to a multitude of things. Like driving down a road, a car down a road is like you steering through life. You going down the road, over time you get to another place. Sometimes you find yourself in circles along that road. Humans, what I've been learning a lot lately is humans have the tendency to find their ways in circles. And And it shows physically, if you want to look at it, in roads and driving around. I didn't know where I was in a neighborhood one night. I found myself 3 times in circles, prescribed it, and I was saying how, I was telling my friend, my buddy, this is, you know, that humans have the tendency when they're lost to go in circles, like if they're lost in woods, to find themselves in circles. And immediately, as soon as after I said that, I realized I was just here. And then I went around again. I was like, all right, I'm just going to find my way out. I don't need to use maps, being stubborn, whatever. Do it again. Find my way in a circle again. Find my way in a circle. But, you know, like just driving that physically shows you that humans find their way in circles. But in life, if you allow and open up your mind to the relativity of that and understand in life, we find ourselves in circles again and again because we just learned how to, maybe some of us want to balance things in our life. We just learned how to move past that person. You know, we just learned how to do something in our thing. But we start running real fast. And then we're like, all right, that was a lot more than I could, but I bit off way more than I could chew. I was running really fast. But unfortunately, you know, physically, mentally, spiritually, I can't keep on running at this pace, or I'm just going to become extremely fatigued in the long run. So what does that mean? Is that, let me regain my thoughts real quick, so I'm kind of losing them. I'm getting all around in that, you know, that perception where I'm at right now. You get lost in a lot. But anyways, in that, let me find where I was. I don't even know what the frick I was talking about, to be honest. Maybe I'll think of something new. But in circles. So when we find ourselves in circles, I do not know what I was talking about. I'm not gonna give up. I'm just gonna come back. May as well. There's no need to just make another video. But you know, I found myself in a circle, and I'm just going to continue having new thoughts, whatever. I'm not going to resume old ones. But I just found myself in... Shoot, man, that really sucks.